So is IGTV worth it in 2022? Or is it completely dead and a total waste of time? Well, the first thing that's interesting is it's actually not called IGTV anymore. So in October of 2021, which as of the time of filming was a couple months ago, Instagram actually rebranded IGTV. It's now called Instagram TV. And essentially what happened was they admitted that IGTV as it was set up was a little bit of a flop. They were trying to essentially copy YouTube is what they were trying to do. And it just really flopped, especially because 2 months after they launched IGTV, TikTok came out. So then they were scrambling to compete with TikTok. And then here's the thing, videos that are posted to the main feed can now run 60 minutes or longer, like IGTV was set up to do. So this used to be a length that you could really only do for IGTV, but you're no longer gonna have to use the main app to view those videos. So I don't know if you remember how it used to be, but you would click the longer video and then it would take you to the IGTV side of things, and it was always kind of a pain. I think it should have been that way to begin with. So it's basically a lot simpler. But the question still remains, is this new Instagram TV worth it in 2022? Is this something we should be spending time on? Should we be creating videos for Instagram TV in 2022? Personally, no. I don't think it's worth the time. I'm assuming that you're like most people and you have a limited amount of time to create things, right? So I'm assuming you're not creating content 24/7. I'm assuming you don't have a huge team of, 17 people working for you. I'm assuming you're just creating content for your Instagram account. And I'm assuming that you want to get a good return on your time investment. So in other words, I'm assuming you have a limited amount of time, but you want to get as many followers as possible from that time. So in other words, when you create content on Instagram, you want to actually get followers from that, right? If that's the case, then I don't think you should be doing Instagram TV. And here's why. I think you should spend your time creating Instagram Reels. If you're going to be creating video content, don't waste your time on Instagram TV. Just go create Reels. Right now, Instagram is just heavily competing with TikTok. And so they're pushing their Reels. There's a very wide organic reach with Reels in a way that there really hasn't been on the Instagram platform in a while. And you've got this window of opportunity right now where if you're creating Reels on a consistent basis, you're gonna be reaching more people, attracting a ton of new followers, taking advantage of sort of going with the grain and what Instagram's pushing right now. So if I were you, I wouldn't even be thinking about creating stuff for Instagram TV. I would be putting all my energy into creating Reels. But I recently hired a guy who came in and looked at my Instagram account and just gave I'm in this Instagram mastermind. And one of the things that they talk about is depending on your bandwidth, right? So everybody's got different availability and time. But the optimal amount of Reels you should be posting is 1 to 3 Reels per day, which is insane. We're not anywhere near that. I'm not saying you need to go out and do that, but just objectively speaking, as a content creator, you will grow and get a ton of followers if you do 1 to 3 Instagram Reels per day. So essentially what I take that as, okay, I don't even have the bandwidth to do 1 reel per day right now, so I sure as hell should not be worrying about creating Instagram TV. If you're here because you were wondering, is Instagram TV or IGTV worth it in 2022? The answer is no. Don't spend your time creating Instagram TV stuff. Spend your time creating Reels. It's gonna get you way more followers. It's gonna be a lot easier for you to see traction with it, and you're gonna get, frankly, results faster. Now, if you're super overwhelmed by the idea of creating Reels, you're not alone. That's definitely where I was when I first got started. I felt like a complete boomer. I had no idea what I was doing to create Reels. And I'll tell you 2 things. One, it's actually really not that bad. You can totally do it. I figured it out, and I'm the least tech savvy person out there. And then 2, we've actually created a lot of resources to help you create Reels. So we created a beginner's guide to creating Reels. It actually took off. It's ranking super well on YouTube right now. It's a really good video. Go check that video out. I think it's a really good starting point for you as you start to dip your feet in the water and start doing video on Instagram. If you're watching this video, my guess is it's because you want to make more money on Instagram. So maybe you want to get clients from Instagram, or you're looking to monetize the Instagram platform. And if that's the case, I'd love to invite you to join the free coaching session that I'm hosting soon. On that free coaching session, I'm actually gonna go over the things that I did to build a 7-figure business all organically. So we built our 7-figure business, we hit 7 figures before we did anything ad related. So there's a really cool things that I talk about in there, strategies that I share, essentially all the little things that you can implement in your business to start seeing traction, start making a lot of money. So if you'd love to come and join, I would love to have you. You can save your seat by clicking the link in the description. If you found this video helpful, if it answered your question, give it a thumbs up, smash the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.